Hi, this is Cheryl Gallant, your Conservative Member of Parliament for the no-nonsense riding of Renfrew-Nipissing-Pembroke. Liberals and their allies in the legacy media continue to claim fake news or misinformation is the greatest threat facing Canadians. But more and more independent voices are pointing to a troubling pattern with the Trudeau Liberals. It's all style and no substance. The Liberals love making good-sounding announcements, but the gulf between what they promise and what they deliver, an ocean could drain into it. At a certain point, Canadians need to ask, do we have a fake government? It's like the scene in The Wizard of Oz when they pull back the curtain and it's just a con artist pulling levers. Except everybody already knows the big head is fake. What we thought was real were the levers. But were they fake too? Trudeau pulls the lever and nothing happens. The single greatest example of Trudeau's fake government is the issue of firearms. Nothing screams style over substance more than banning firearms based on how they're styled or how they look. What's truly fake is the Liberals' claim that they're taking action on crime. 3 years ago, Trudeau said 15 types of firearms were so dangerous to public safety that he had to overrule the RCMP firearms experts and used an order in council to ban them. He said they were so dangerous, his government would confiscate them. Basically, he pulled the gun, but the action never happened. Incredibly, after having not confiscated any scary-looking firearms, they've decided to confiscate millions more rifles. The fake government doesn't end there. The Liberals have been spending January holding fake spending announcements. They hold fake events announcing taxpayer dollars are being moved from a federal bank account to a municipal bank account. This is money from the so-called Building Safer Communities Fund. The Liberals claim it's money to stop gun crime. Guns don't commit crimes. People do. Nothing's actually been spent. And as we've reported here before, the municipalities might not even know what they're going to spend the money on. Nothing's being tracked. We'll never know if the spending in Markham was used more effectively than what was spent in Burnaby. The Liberals announce the money. Then the paid-off media copy and paste the government press release into their publications. Nothing else happens. Liberal voters feel good about themselves. Meanwhile, kids keep getting shot with smuggled guns. And the so-called experts claim government needs to tackle gang crime by addressing root causes. So the money is real, the crime is real, the Liberal solution is a press release. That's what's fake. Trudeau pulls a lever marked root causes, and nothing happens. When Trudeau isn't claiming super racist spreading misinformation is the greatest threat, he's claiming climate change is the biggest threat. And because this is Trudeau, it is absolutely not a surprise to find out his so-called Green Home Grant is not as advertised. The Liberals claim this was a $5,000 grant to make energy-efficient renovations in your home. Examples given were installing solar panels, a heat pump, or replacing windows. They also promised a $600 grant to pay for the pre-inspection and post-inspection. The inspection must be conducted by a Trudeau government certified energy inspector, who all charge exactly $600 for the pre and post inspections. Finding a Trudeau government certified eco inspector in rural communities has proven especially challenging. Last year, the department provided my office with a list of certified inspectors, but not one would travel to the communities in the west end of my riding. Now, for those in Ontario, as of January, to access the grant, you must register with Enbridge Gas. Now, the government claims you don't need to be an Enbridge customer, but when I called Enbridge, they said you did have to be a customer. Why a private company is in charge of collecting your personal information to access a federal grant is a question only Trudeau can answer. But it gets worse. The Liberals say this is a grant of up to $5,000. And you may hear that up to part and think, okay, if I only spend $2,000 on renovations, I only get $2,000 back. Except that's not how this scam works. If you spend $2,000, but your renovations only improve the energy efficiency of your home by 50%, your grant is $1,000. The entire program is designed to help a small number of people who have the time and the money to jump through multiple hoops. Canadians working extra hours to put food on the table won't be the ones getting these grants. When announcing the program, Trudeau even admitted this money would only go to about 700,000 households. That's less than 5% of households in Canada. When Trudeau pulls the give money to the wealthy lever, it actually works. While Trudeau's fake government can be maddening and frustrating, this next example is heartbreaking. After years of fighting the federal government, atomic energy workers who suffered radiation and who were involved in cleaning up 2 accidents at Chalk River were finally going to be given compensation. Only most have passed away. The Trudeau government issued an order in council stating the survivors, their spouses, or succession would be compensated. Millions of dollars must have been spent on advertising. There were full-page ads in the Eganville Leader, the North Renfrew Times, and the Pembroke Observer. Recently, many of these families received rejection letters. But in recognition of the pain and suffering as children who may have lost years with a father who died early of cancer, they would be sent a certificate. Fake compassion from a fake government running fake ads. Trudeau pulled a lever. He issued an order in council. The order states spouses in succession receive compensation from the government. But their survivors aren't being given the compensation. If the cabinet gives an order and the bureaucracy just ignores it, do we even really have a real government or a fake one? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Live from Ottawa, this is Cheryl Gallant, wishing you a real good night. Okay, so